It's
I am
not
all
safe in
yours,
the gutter.
detective. What of it?
So, about the relationship.
Do you believe there was something more to their friendship?
As I have said, detective, I am not one to gossip.
Just up and answer the question, woman.
I would not even consider your name and that word in the same sentence.
Because it is not gossip when it's the truth.
Gosh darn. I'm not sure that is exactly correct, but the contest has made a bold attempt to justify a wagging tongue. Pretty much yes, the bank.
Why else do you think he would stay around for so long? Yes, he was a friend and partner to the Viscount, but it is plain to see it is Cassandra's partnership he longs for.
Yeah, or at the very least he wants to bang her and they haven't done it yet.
Merci, Countess.
So what have you
If I
done
have
to
any
me?
further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
They basically want to do the deed.
More questions, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh no, okay, never mind. In a minute though. No doubt. In a momento we'll speak to you again. Alright, here we go. What great glorious information you're gonna reveal to us now. You're lying.
Whatever you
Todd.
require, detective.
I am blaming you, Sam. You and your fascination that he's a fucking business is all related to pornos. How do you know the victim, good sir?
I know that I don't think, or didn't think, a great deal of him. I'm just sorry I didn't get the chance to tell him what I thought.
I actually thought you were going to say you didn't get the chance to fucking do it yourself.
The man has recently been murdered.
Someone must stand up to men like him, with their crooked dealings and lack of, well, any compassion at all.
But resorting to murder? Really?
Another rousing speech, monsieur.
You're making yourself look guilty, good sir.
It's the truth. If you knew what I know, maybe he wouldn't be dead, but behind bars instead.
Oh, okay, I'm listening. Let's get some chairs, sit down, open something, and have a good gossip. Tell me the truth. Your connection to the family is through Monsieur Demure, Nature's Pest.
Yes, Gideon invited me. If you will recall from our previous conversation, we have been working together and he thought now would be a good time to discuss matters.
To discuss business at the celebration of his engagement.
We're all here, so what better time? He thought Da Silva might even let his guard down, if he was in a more jubilant mood. It would be wise to not continue to ignore us any longer.
The guy is sitting down right next to you.
And what business was it that was so urgent?
We're trying to resolve the worker strikes. It has gone on long enough. Now is the time for him to listen to our demands so we can put an end to it all. Put the violence and upset behind us.
Well said, well said. You seem to hold a level you seem to hold a certain level of, shall we say, anger towards the Major. Poirot, this is going to get us in trouble.
Anger, yes, but that's all. I wouldn't kill a man.
Okay, well, it was safe actually.
You must see why this leads me to have suspicions.
You can't honestly think I did it. I am a man of peace. I make changes with words, not with violence.
Yeah, I suppose we haven't seen anything violent from you yet. Although someone else testified, I can't just say testified, we're not in court yet. Spoke about you having anger issues. I think it was Jackie. I think Jackie was one of the few that only mentioned him so far. And saying something about you did survive violent before, or am I just making it up? I don't remember. I bet he mentioned the Major and Monsieur Beckers became very flustered and defensive. Interesting. So, are there plans for a negotiation with De Silva?
I am fighting for the basic rights of our workers, nothing more. If he can't see that, he is a lesser man than I already thought.
Is this just sitting down right next to you? Fucking just have a good chat to chat.
And where does Monsieur Gédéon fit into the negotiations? And his brother?
His brother? I didn't even know he had a brother until I arrived here. Gideon certainly hasn't talked much about him. I get the sense there's not much love lost between them.
Oh, interesting. He didn't know that Gideon had a brother. When was the last time you saw the Major?
Last I saw, he was outside having a cigar.
That's pretty much when we last saw him.
Oui, I spoke with him myself, but that was some time ago.
Try not to make yourself look guilty, Poirot.
He does love a cigar. You'd have to stand out in those conditions. I could barely see him through the snow.
He wasn't that far away from the door, freaking out.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
Well, and sack. Last but not least, before we go into the mind map.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
I do like how he says that. To be fair, he's actually, I think he's one of my favourite characters so far. I say so far, I think we've pretty much met all the characters. I don't think there's going to be any additional characters added to this. So I think it's, even though it says the first cases, we've technically done one case. And I feel like this is probably going to be the last one because we're on chapter 4 already and this place is having multiple chapters. So once we solve the murder and the blackmail, I think it's going to be over. So I can't imagine there being that much left of the game, but there's going to be a lot of talking, so I doubt I'll get it finished tonight. I will probably end it within the next 20 minutes, I want to say, but you see how long it takes me to get through all this. Did you speak with the Major this evening?
Why would I? I've got nothing to say to him, except maybe to keep his hands off what is ours.
And what would that be?
What is yours that he could want?
Money, of course. Why do you think he has been suckling at the Van den Bosch teat for so long? He's bled them dry, and now they will all do the same to our money.
I was about to say, what money the fuck did the family have? But then he just said they sucked them dry. So is that why she's megally in debt? That could be why Cassandra's so megally in debt. The Major just took it all. And now she's struggling to pay for bills and stuff. And now Zack's worried that the Major was going to suck him and his brother's money dry. I was going to say, Zack's not going to get any of the fucking Van den Bosch money.
Our?
My father's, Gideon's, it's all the same.
I mean, yeah. I would have thought you've just got that, Poirot. I got the sense that you and Gideon are not the closest.
When you have not been on level playing fields for years, it's hard to have a fair game.
I am afraid I do not quite understand.
If we're playing golf, he has a full set of clubs and a caddy in the form of my father, and I have the old split putter. Make sense now?
So you're saying Gideon is the favourite brother. Whatever Gideon wanted, he would have gotten. Why Zack had to crawl and fight for every opportunity he could get.
Perfectly.
There's certainly some hostility towards his brother. This one's much deeper than brother rivalry. Rivalry? Interesting. The brothers definitely are not the closest, but at the same time, Zack was invited to this place, so it's all very fascinating. This all the drama everywhere. Your relationship with your brother. It seems everyone has an opinion.
That doesn't surprise me, and yet no one actually asks.
I mean, that's fair enough.
I am asking now.
I should have expected that, shouldn't I? What is there to say? We used to be close, but not so much anymore.
Oh? What happened?
I would find it very helpful if you could at least elaborate on your relationship.
He went to school, got an education, and was the apple of our father's eye. I went to war. See the difference now.
So, Gideon had a upbringing. He had went through education, got lots of money support from the sounds of it, to easily get him. Basically, he had enough to go into jobs and stuff, get high grades. While Sack went into the war and had to fight. That is quite a massive difference. Sack was forced to go to war. I wonder if he was forced to join the army to join the war. Because we know he worked as a kind of medic. And he definitely didn't have a high opinion of the Major during that war either. The Major was actually on the opposite side, wasn't he? I think I heard Sack say. You mentioned his time in the war? Well, I do not mean to belittle his efforts for his country. It seems as though he has not been able to leave the life behind on the battlefield. It's a good possibility, Sam. I imagine... it's pretty much a fact that war is not pretty, and it's easily caused a lot of PTSD for a lot of people that has been there. So it's possible he's experienced something really, really, really horrifying. Or maybe just the war in general, because just war in general can fucking do a lot to someone. Poor Sack. I do actually like him a lot, and I do hope it's not him that murdered the Major, but I don't think it was him. What do you know of your brother's work with the Union?
If you want to know about Gideon's part in the Union, why don't you ask him?
I mean, fair.
So, you are aware of his support for them?
I imagine he would be. It does make sense, Sam. I do agree there. That could be why he's drinking, but at the same time, no one questions him about his drinking. Like, Gideon even just blatantly said Sack doesn't drink, but we know that's a lie because we saw Sack drink earlier. That's also another confusing thing about his drinking habits. Only certain people have picked up on it. Other people have just gone, oh, it's fine. And if everyone says he's like massively drunk, but he seems to be fine. He's not slow in his speech, or he can happily answer Poirot's questions, no problem. And he has a good remembering of what happened earlier, so it's not like he's drunk. Yeah, it could be now.
Yes, well, he...
Oh, his speech here.
Oui, monsieur?
It'd be best to just ask him.
Oh, that was interesting. He either does not know much of what his brother does, or he's protecting him rather coyly. Based on his little reaction there, it looks like he was hiding something, rather than I don't know. Because if he didn't know, then you just go, I don't know.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Right. What have we got? I still got to talk to Jackie again? Oh, I don't want to talk to Jackie. What is it? Oh, Gideon and Sack. They're different people, and Sack we sense Gideon.
This will not get me any...
Damn it!
I cannot see the logic.
Alright, come on. I'm strangely not sleepy yet. I feel sleepy. The feck. Hugo's got frustration, but he claims he's calmed down.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
There we go. Hugo claims to have calmed down since his argument with the Major, but Jackie disputed this. Ah. Hugo lied about his temper. So, Hugo's got some anger problems there.
Is there
Damn
something?
it! Thought that was one.
I must
Right,
act on.
Let's properly focus on this. No, go back at it. I need to solve this.
Order and method.
Right. Still got one connection. Oh, hello. These two.
I must take a
Damn
different.
it! Oh. He was since got Gideon, but he's defensive of him. That does contradict each other.
What a revelation!
So I don't know why I didn't pick that up, actually. Maybe I'm not focusing enough. Come on, Grace Hills, they need to be working. Mine are clearly not. He claims not to be close to his brother, but still seeks to withhold information about him. Yeah. I mean, Sat did say they used to be close at one point. And I don't know much about their history together, but I don't think Gideon's really much to blame for Sak going into the war, but for all I know, maybe he is the reason. He has a conflicting attitude, that is true. That is quite the something. Well, in any case, we have to speak to Jackie and Gideon, so let's speak to Jackie first. Get that stuff out of the way.
You came to the right place.
You seem to know a great deal about everyone. What can you tell me about Monsieur da Silva and Madame van den Bosch?
If you think you can use me as some sort of gossip machine, you are sorely mistaken.
I'm a detective. I'm trying to solve a murder case here. Are you gonna cooperate? That is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it with this gossip stuff.
I can assure you it is not a case of gossiping. At this point, everything may be relevant to my investigation.
Couldn't say it better than myself. Well, you said it way better.
So I would be helping you potentially solve a crime? You should have said that off the bat. To say he's smitten is an understatement. I reckon he's been wanting her for years.
Okay, Sam, I understand what you mean. Feckin' hell, she's fucking loud. Holy crap. Feckin' Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, Jackie, you fucking journalist. You should have known that I was gonna fucking trying to solve a crime here, and I need all the information possible. I think she just loves the gossip. And now she's using the murder case as a excuse to gossip.
I see. Madame does not feel the same?
Doesn't look like it. If she did, she would have said something about it, right?
I mean, she's kind of... voice is kind of okay, and then at some parts she just goes super loud for no reason. What are your thoughts on the comp test? I appreciate your opinion of her.
I don't know if you really would. She's got a mouth the size of Texas, except when
Damn.
it comes to truths about her.
Damn. Flippin' now.
She wants everyone to think that she's the savior of these girls at the shelter. But there's a side to her I don't think anyone gets to see.
Oh, spill the beans.
And what side is that?
One that she is keeping tucked away under her very expensive dress.
How am I meant to take the meaning of this? Are you trying to say she's not a lady? Or am I reading too much into that and it's just an expression? What? How am I meant to... Or are you trying to say maybe she's not like an actual witch lady? No, wait. Fucking Jackie loves to gossip, but does as much as the fucking other lady does. I can already see the work as positive. Even if the reason the start came from a selfish place, the work they do cannot be scoffed at.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Seriously confused. Seriously confused by this. Ah, gotta talk to Marge as well, okay.
I am all yours, detective.
Push on the Major's aggression towards Cassandra.
Countess, you gave me the impression the Major and the Madame were close. But there were times where he acted rather aggressively to her, n'est-ce pas?
Ah, yes. Music change. Dun, 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 dun. Certainly all I can think of is Ready Punch Out, the boxing game from Nintendo. I don't know why that just popped into my head.
I'm sorry, detective, but I did not mean to give you such an impression.
Oh, really now? I love how the music kind of quieted down when we got to Poirot's thinking. I've already built a rapport with the Comtesse. Some may even say in a flirtatious manner. Perhaps if I continue to charm her, she will feel the information I require. So we just charmed the pants off of her. Okay. Well, she's wearing a dress, but regardless of that. It is obviously I who am mistaken. A phone of your statue would not purposely lead a young man astray. Let's be flattering.
Ever the charmer, detective. I would talk more on it, but I'm afraid Cassandra would think I am talking about her behind her back.
Well, don't worry about her. You won't be talking behind her back. The Countess has something more to say, but she still holds back. Soon tells me it's more to do with the receiving attention. Perhaps I can use that to my advantage. Alright, let's see. How would Madame Van Bosch feel if she heard the contents of a conversation from me? That sounds bad. You obviously care a great deal about Madame Van Den Bosch. Assisting me will help clear her of any wrongdoing. That is what you want for her, isn't it? Yeah, let's go for that bottom one.
It is not often I am swayed so easily. I applaud you on your willingness and persistence.
Am I actually winning here? I can't tell. Poirot looks super sad. I forget how these mini argument things work. They're like so far between and random.
From day one, I was wary of his intentions. And it was not long before he showed his true colors.
True colours. Fucking now, female Rumpelstiltskin over here. Popping. All I can think of now is true love. As he did the hand symbol. Once upon a time, for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, we've solved that argument thing.
If it is a tear she sheds, it should be one of joy that he is out of her life.
I mean, yeah. Fucking Major was a fucking ass bag.
I understand your feelings towards the Major, but perhaps there was...
So just moving the mic. There we go. Bare position.
He was a bully. He took his shortcomings out on her, and she sat there and accepted it. I never thought I would see the day.
See, that confuses me. Does he have something on her? Cassandra's not the kind of woman I thought would just sit back and let anyone just say what they want. Let them do whatever they wanted and say. Especially because soon she took a long look at Poirot and was like, "Fucking get out of the house."
Perhaps now she will be able to see the man he truly was. Karma will always catch up to you.
Yeah, he was a bad man and a bad man died, so yeah, I'll say win-win.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Thanks for your support. Well, let's speak to Gideon.
No trouble at all. How can...
It says no trouble at all. I didn't actually say anything. Let's talk more about your brother.
I believe there are more important matters at hand than talking about my brother and I's relationship, or lack thereof.
Oh, like what?
The murderer is in his house, and by holding back information that may help my investigation, you only make me suspicious of your involvement. Monsieur Demire, if you continue to withhold information, I can only assume you are hiding something, and must treat you as a prime suspect in the Major's murder.
Well, if you say it like that, flipping anyone flipping admit to... Well, not admit, but flipping spill the beans on whatever it is they're trying to hide. Also, I've never seen this portrait of him before. This is a new one. I've never seen him with his arms crossed.
I have nothing to hide. If you must know, we have not been on the best terms for years now. As I said, we are different people. He does not see the importance of planning for the future, and as much as my parents tried, they could not make him see that. I suppose that is why he sees me as their favorite.
He still believes that now?
I assume so. We barely talk anymore. I was hoping we would be able to sit down and talk and leave the past behind. But this evening has not panned out that way.
I mean, yeah, talking to Zack, we do get the opinion that Gideon's the favourite one.
If you would be so kind as to stay here.
Right, do we speak to him again? No, we're going to this. Oh yeah, we've got 2 chain links to explore. Hey, what have we got here? Gideon feels detached from Zack.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Indeed they are. Are they? The brothers are suspicious, individually, but I cannot see them working together. They're unlike the Cupweight, but Zack has got a conflicting attitude though, so it's very weird. What's the other new thing? Ernesto and Cassandra's friendship. That confirms with that.
Magnifique.
Yep, so that's 2 people saying they're more than just friends. Perhaps Ernesto has hidden his secret love well. We can use this to our advantage. Hey, we get to talk to him. Wonderful. So, and it's been confirmed that the Major is abusive. Well, good thing he's dead now, isn't it? Right, let's speak to Ernie Boy. Or, as Sam calls him, the famous porn
More
star.
questions?
Apologies for the insistent questions on the subject, but you and Madame van den Bosch.
Mademoiselle Conrad was quick to talk of your hidden feelings towards her. Perhaps only hidden to Madame van den Bosch herself.
What has this got to do with the Major's death? Does Cassandra know you have spoken to others about this? I have only tried to help her.
I'm only asking the question, there is no reason to panic. It would greatly help me if you answer honestly. I'm not accusing you of anything, but if you continue to avoid the question, I'm going to think there is in fact something you are hiding.
There may be some feelings there, but Madame van den Bosch does not know of them, and I trust that it will remain that way.
Okay, so yeah, I just chose the bottom option and go, I suspect you'll be my point of suspect if you don't tell the truth. So we talk. Oh, so Cassandra doesn't know that Ernesto loves her. Interesting. So, in the words of Sam, they're not banging. Yeah. Sam never actually said that, by the way. I don't know why I said Sam. No, wait, yeah, Sam, you did say banging earlier, didn't you? Yeah, you did. It's your fault, Sam. I'm kidding, it's not your fault. No, I'll do this, please.
For your cooperation.
Innocent. Thank you, John. Thank you kindly. I had my own opinion of the Major, one that is wisely kept to myself. Yeah, Poe hates the man, and if anyone else knows about that, then they'd go, Poe's got motive to kill. What? I did not expect so many like-minded thinkers. I should think further on what I have heard in my quarters. No, let's end the night. Come on, Archie. My useless assistant. Where are you?
My time with the guests is complete. For tonight, at least.
Do you know who killed Major Hagen?
You Major Fagan. Buttface.
I am afraid it is not as simple as that. There are many steps that lead to the truth. I must think on everything I have heard this evening and dissect the truths from the lies. Merci for your assistance this evening. Au revoir.
I came to explain this over case of blackmail. to relieve a family of a burden that has weighed upon them and overshadowed a joyous celebration. And it's turned into a murder, because it's not a fucking mystery game, yet it's a murder. What time is it? It's past 12 o'clock, and I've been going for over 3 hours. Although 20 minutes of it was no music, apparently, so, because OBS. So, let's think deeper on this. I've never been to an engagement celebration where death has taken centre stage before. I was going to say you need to go out more, but I haven't either. And that's not quite how these things are meant to play out. There shouldn't be no murder ever in them. Does make things more interesting though. But murder bad, everyone. Murder is bad. Although the guest alibis confirm each other's, I still cannot rule out the possibility of one of them being involved in the Major's death. But how would they have killed him? It's a stab wound. It's not like he was poisoned or anything. We also haven't found the murder weapon. We don't know for sure what the murder weapon is. It could be the knife that's now missing, or it could be the poker that's been quite cleaned. Or it could be something completely different. We don't know. I mean, we don't actually know his actual time of death. We know it was before they all entered the dining room, because everyone else was in there, unless it was the fucking maid that did it. Because she was the only one that not in the dining room. But I get the feeling it definitely wasn't any of the guests. And I'll be quite a crazy theory that Florette, the young maid from the prologue, is here somewhere and did it. It's just a theory though. I don't have any evidence to support that, but we know she has hatred towards Cassandra, and especially probably the Major as well, because the Major's the one that was like, just take her away. The relationships between some of the guests and the Major were more than rocky. Dislike towards him were plentiful, but enough to drive someone to murder? So let's see, we still got all the staff members, including Archie, Cassandra and Angeline to talk to as well. We need to find out their alibis. Because the alibi is the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't know how a guest can kill him if they have alibis. They all have alibis. The only one that seems to have left the room was Sack, but Archie confirmed his alibi of going into the bathroom, and he went back to the saloon not long after. So there wasn't a lot of time to kill and then do some spring cleaning. And we know all the staff were running about the place like maniacs. This is now the perfect opportunity to think about everything I've heard today. Also, I'll advise to lock the door in case the murderer strikes again. But then we can't put out multiple, like, accomplices, murderers. Like, someone murdered the person, and just from the one stab wound, we can confirm that probably just one person murdered him. Then again, there was also a scuffle, so... No, I'd say definitely only one person murdered him. And we could have accomplished an accomplish of someone, like, protecting the other person. Like, giving them an alibi of being in the place. But then there were, for the guests, there were 3 people in each room. And 3 people seems a bit much for accomplishing the murder. I have all the new information I need, and now must compile it together and find the most probable culprit. Oh, goody, 5 links. Right, we can't select portraits, it's good to know.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Yeah, there you go, so all guests have an alibi. They all have at least one other guest to confirm their alibis. Technically they've got 2. Hugo, Ernesto and Jackie. Gideon, Sack and Marge. And we've confirmed them all as well.
Come, my little grey
Oh,
cells.
that doesn't work. Okay.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Yeah, Gideon's got a hesitant to mention his past with the Major. But he also wrote this letter to him. The time to leave, or whatever. His history with the Major combined with threats to his well-being definitely show intent. Yeah, it's definitely sus. Gotta say, he's very sus. Retribution for motive? It's possible. Now these two
I
work
should
together.
not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Curious and beautiful, achievement unlocked. Yay! When I first overheard their conversation, it seemed Hugo was trying to get Jackie to listen. Interesting.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Indeed. The letter she sent protecting Cassandra was threatening indeed, and Jackie seems unable to determine her secret. Yeah, I agree with Jackie that Marge is definitely hiding something. Because we know she wrote that letter. So Marge has a motive of protection. So, yeah, Marge has a motive for protection. And Gideon does have a motive of retribution from the history and stuff. And we've got one other thing.
I must take a different approach.
I didn't actually read this.
Order and method.
Those two? I think Sack's got a motive.
Is there something...
Damn it. Oh no. Threat to the Major, Ernesto cares for Cassandra.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Probably by both love and greed, he may have struck down his opposition. So would we say Ernesto's got the same kind of motive as Marge? Jealousy? I suppose it's the same thing. It's not the same thing, Belle. It's not the same thing at all. But, like, he's still trying to protect the late Cassandra. Not fucking terrified the crap out of me. Fucking, gosh, that was loud. Who would that be? Who is it? I don't trust anyone.
Detective, I'm sorry I did not join you in the salon as requested.
Please, mademoiselle. There is no need to apologize.
I was with Maman in her room. She would not allow anyone to see it, but I could see she was terribly upset.
Most understandable.
Do you have any suspicions as to who could have killed him?
Everybody. Nah, to be honest, I think it's probably Florette or one of the servants.
I'm afraid my suspicions extended across all of the party's guests. While it seems as though their alibis all corroborate one another's, the disdain and hostility towards the Major makes them rife with motive.
I know there was some bad blood between the Major and some of the guests, but not enough to kill him, surely. She may seem tough on the exterior, but she's really quite kind when you get to know her.
Her? What? Who? What? What? Who are we talking about now? Is this a Miss Upsy-daisy mistake of... We're talking about the Major here?
The Countess?
Oh.
She is a formidable force I would not want to come up against.
We just talked about someone completely different out of the blue. Like, what the feck? Who the feck are we meant to know that?
Don't be silly, Detective. She wouldn't hurt a soul. Jacqueline, I mean.
What? Well, I'm confused. Flippin' Angeline's confuzzled the crap out of me.
I assume that's who you were talking about, Detective, after what happened between them.
Angeline spilled the beans.
That is a story I have yet to hear.
She must have told you about the piece she was writing on us. about Gideon's work and our marriage?
No.
Somehow, that was the only thing she did not mention.
That's strange. I thought that is what she would have started the conversation with. Well, she had come to the house to interview me, and when I entered the library, she was there with Felix amid a rather heated conversation.
Oh, we've not heard anything about that.
Do you know what this conversation regarded?
I'm afraid not, but Felix was quite enraged. He picked up an envelope from the table and stormed out, slamming the door behind him.
Oh, very sus.
And Mademoiselle Conrad?
She was equally heated in the moment. She had a few choice words for him that I wouldn't care to repeat.
Very sus. How is the madame feeling?
Better, thank you, detective. She's resting in her room. It is the best place for her.
I recommend everyone to keep their doors locked. This is Danganronpa now. This is Danganronpa style. We don't know. The murderer could kill someone else. Although I have my doubts about that, but we have to be very protective. We have to protect each other. Everyone. Although leave Cassandra's door unlocked. And if she's the murderer, then she can... I don't know. No, that's too mean, that's too mean. No. Everyone's doors must be locked. We don't know, the murderer could still be around. Well, we know the murderer's still in the building, it could be anyone. And who knows? Maybe someone suspects something and then maybe they get silenced. But I don't think there's going to be another murder. And I don't want to get too excited of suddenly a second body appearing. I don't want Monokuma going, a body has been discovered.
And you, mademoiselle?
Wait, I missed my chance earlier to go, a body has been discovered. Boo! Damn it. Why am I getting so excited all of a sudden about fucking doing Monokuma's voice? I don't know. Right, anyway. Back to the topic on hand, please.
I'm not quite sure. It is a rather surreal feeling. I did not think I would miss him like I do.
It is understandable. He has been a close friend to your maman for many years.
And to me, detective. We had grown close. After father's passing, he was always there for me. And now, he's gone as well.
You must try and not think on it like that.
Oh, do you actually care about the Major? Are you like the only person I'm gonna find out that actually cares about the Major? We don't know what Cassandra's gonna say yet, but I imagine she'll probably talk positive, at least at first.
It is easier said than done, detective.
I have no doubt, but you can be assured, the culprit will not remain at large for long. You have my word.
So I've got to say, would it be too easy to say that Angeline could be the murderer? Because she was the one responsible for the jewelry missing in the prologue. And maybe she has, you know, like, secretly formed the opinion of, I want to outsmart this man. Nah, she's matured. But we can't rule it out. I know, it's very low on my possibilities. I don't think they're going to do that. If you're in my position, madame, who would be at the top of your suspect list?
I'm sorry, but I just can't imagine any of them committing such a heinous crime.
Really now? Surely you have something.
It can often be hard to look past one's personal feelings for someone and see their flaws.
It's not that, detective, it's just they have known each other for years. Why would any of them act now?
Good point. How many of them actually know that Poirot was a detective as well before the murder? I know the odd member knows, and it's not really been a secret. Then again, yeah, Jackie says she didn't know until she was told, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, that's why I know you."
I was under the impression the Major had merely a business relationship with some of the guests.
That's true, But those invited know each other, some of them for years. They may not seem like it, but some are even friends.
Excuse me? Who?
I should return to my room now, Detective. It has been a trying day for us all.
Right.
Oui, mademoiselle. I am afraid tomorrow may bear a resemblance, but I will not stop until I have found his killer.
I am certainly glad you are here, Detective.
When and where a detective is required, that is where I shall be. Bonne nuit, mademoiselle.
Wait, I was gonna say something, but I've completely gone out of my brain. I literally can't remember what I was gonna say. I was just trying to think of what it was again, and no, it's not coming back to me. I've completely forgot it. Oh yeah, Poirot, block your door. Block your door. What the fuck was that? The fuck just happened there? That animation very fucking weird. It was like 1 second long. Madame has left me with an interesting thought, one I had not considered until now. While at first glance the guests do not appear to show much fondness for each other, Madame Chouin is quite sure that is not the case. Yes, secretly they're all friends? Or some of them are? Perhaps I must consider looking at the guests together and not individually. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be, this time. You know, I said I was gonna stop like 20 minutes. Bowbrain. Indeed, Bowbrain. We all like the Bowbrain. I said I was going to stop like after 20 minutes when I was in that room, and I think that's been way over 20 minutes. Right, let's do this. There's a chain link. Guests have known each other for years.
I must act up.
No, it can't be that one. The other one.
Come, my little
No, wait,
boyfriend.
wait, hold on. No, I'm being stupid. It's that one.
I cannot see that.
No? Oh, right, of course, Jackie.
What a revelation!
Damn it. I'm getting too sleepy for it now. I doubted Jackie's involvement with the murder, but now I'm dubious of her innocence. I said that really weird then. I mean, I suspect all of them, and I did have my suspicions about Jackie. Apparently they had an argument earlier.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Although I have my doubts of any of the guests actually, actually being responsible, but then there's also guests have known each other for years, so even though they each have got like 3, the other 2 could easily cover for one of them. I now have all the motives from the guests. Who's under suspicion? Fucking all of them. They're fucking all suspicious, mate.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
I don't know who I can trust or whose story I can believe. Are the guests innocent? I feel they're all guilty of something. All guests are suspicious. And they have known each other for years.
Magnifique.
And we can even go far back as include the staff in there as well. Archie's known some of them for quite a long time as well. And we know Elizabeth's been with the family for quite a while. Don't know much about the other maid though. I now doubt how trustworthy their stories may be. They may well be covering for each other. Angeline, you fucking haven't helped us for flipping back to square one. We've wasted our time today. There is no physical way one of the guests could have killed the Major and returned to the party, unless that is why I'm mistaken. It's not one guilty party I should be looking for, rather multiple. So my thinking of there being accomplices was right, huh? There's been multiple guests may be responsible. It's a possibility. They could easily have multiple, especially if we're to believe the alibis. There's no way any of the guests did it. And that just rules out 6 characters off the bat. And that seems really suspicious that we could just rule out 6 characters within one scene. So I'm thinking... I mean, obviously Gideon and Sack are brothers. And despite it saying they are likely to cooperate, Sack has been conflicting with it as a conflicting attitude of trying to protect his brother at the same time. Or at least not speak ill of him. Which is very suspicious considering he says he's not friends with him anymore. I don't know what Margie's relationship is like with the brothers, but... And then Archie said he also saw Sack go to the bathroom, but then I don't know how much I can trust Archie, to be honest. To not be, to tell the truth in terms of, oh yeah, he went to the bathroom and then went back, and I went to the room. He said, in fact, Archie went to the room. Did Archie see the guy alive? Because Archie's not the one that reported the murder. Archie is quite suspicious because we know he headed into the room. Or towards the study. And then Hugo and Jackie could be friends? I mean, they made it sound like they only just met, but they could easily be friends. But then Ernesto doesn't seem like they'll cooperate with the other two. And he claims he's been in there for a while. Oh my god, this is hurting my brain. Too much to think about. But I did think there could, if any of those guests did it, there would have there been at least one accomplish. Maybe 2. But then we also haven't spoken to the other 6 characters. Because, there's Archie, Anne, I think that maid's name is. We haven't even seen her. Elizabeth's not spoken at all this stream. Yes, so you got Elizabeth, Angeline, Cassandra. Am I missing someone? I feel like I'm missing someone. Is there another staff member? Hold on. Oh, damn it, I can't lock it. Okay, let's read a bit further and then I'll go into character profiles and I'll carry on my discussion. How could I have not considered that the Major's death was part of a ploy created and executed by more than only one of the guests? It came down to us an epiphany following Madame Angeline's remark about the guests she had passed. Perhaps Madame Ring will become this trusted ally that I now sense may be essential to catching the guilty parties. I don't know if I'll count her my trusty ally. But then again, she was still growing then. She was a teenager. Actually, I don't even know how old she is now. I don't know how much I can trust Angeline though. But then she's the reason we're here in the first place, so maybe we can? I want to believe that she's completely good now and she's learnt her lesson really well. But I don't know for sure if I can go I 100% trust her yet. Tonight's questioning was only the beginning. I will allow my suspects to sleep on their stories, and we will see how they fare tomorrow. Also, how did Elizabeth's beloved die again? Did he die of natural cause? Well, I don't think it was natural causes, but more like a horrible illness. He wasn't murdered or like anything like that, was he? Or like forced that made feel worse or anything like that. I don't think. Not much has been spoken about him. Luke. His name's Luke. So this question was only the beginning. I will allow my suspects to sleep on their stories and we will see how they fare tomorrow. Ah yes, let them go. Oh yeah, let's make our lies sound better. Perhaps one of those involved will have more than enough to show a glimmer of regret. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Considering they may be working together, I cannot be sure who has told the truth and who has attempted to sell me down the flue. Perhaps I should sleep on the matter. A good night's sleep will surely bring a new dawn of thinking, and what a better sin to do so in than the peaceful falling blanket of snow that surrounds us all. Also, Poirot, lock your door. Flopping, this could turn into Danganronpa. We don't want Danganronpa happening. Although it seems not everyone has the same idea. Oh? Who's that? That looked like a man. On chapter 5, fecking out. Was it you, Archie? It kind of resembled your model. Our restless sleep combined with the image of the eerie figure in the snow has only confronted with my little grey souls must consider. I hope you locked the door, but at least you're alive and well, so there's that. And Archie survived the night. Yay! The nuisance assistant. I should not have expected this to be a simple case. I've been lied to by at least one of the guests. Fucking tried at least 2 or 3. Probably all of them. Their alibis all confirm each other's, but I know this is not to be true. Whoa, you're ruling out... What about all the staff and Angeline and... Bitchface? There's a lot more to consider here, Poirot, than just the 6 guests. We're focusing a lot on the 6 guests, but not Archie or the staff, for instance. Even if we don't think about Angeline and Cassandra. But I wouldn't rule them out either. I'm not going to rule anyone out at this stage. We've still got lots to go through. I thought this game was going to slowly stop wrapping up, but no, it's just gotten more confusing. And a new mind map. How the Major was involved with the blackmail eludes me. For now, once I've confirmed whether he was the author or recipient, I can consider my next step in my investigation. Oh, we're talking about the one found in his room, I assume. I get the feeling he's probably the one behind the blackmailing to Angeline and Cassandra. So Gideon we know paid off the first blackmail. And the Major also received the blackmail letter. Can I examine these again? $5,000. Okay. And this was 3,000, was it? Oh. Aha, the same price. Oh, that's very sus. Before sundown on Friday. Okay, so it's Friday. They wanted the first blackmail paid. What about you? Before closing this coming Wednesday. Okay, so this deadline ended before the first blackmail to Angeline. And Gideon paid off the first blackmail, but we don't know if this blackmail letter was paid for. So, my thinking is either the Major received the blackmail letter and then he sent one to Angeline because it's the same price, just a different date. But then the Major finishes before that, so that's making me question that, thinking that the Major is blackmailing Angeline so he could pay for his own blackmail. The other thing is, it's the same blackmailer who has some big dirt on the whole family, including the Major. I don't know as of yet. So how many people are we going total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, her name's Inge. Alright, so it's not Anne, it's Inge. Ing. I'm horribly mispronouncing that, I'm pretty sure. And I apologise in advance. Well, apologies in general. I lost count now, god damn it. Let me just open all these. So how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I didn't go German just then. We ran that end point of the counting. So there's 13 characters in general. Fucking Tosspot here died. So that leaves 12 suspects. Floyd, from what we know, is not been seen. So, in theory, a lot of people will take her out, so that leaves 11 suspects. The 6 guests have all got alibis together, but it seems like they've been lying, so the alibi is sus. But if we take them out, that leaves us 5 suspects. So we have Angeline, Archie, Cassandra, Elizabeth, and Inge. I think that's it, right? I said 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But of course, the guests haven't completely been ruled out yet, so it could be anyone. But I do think Floyd may have a part to play. But if it's multiple multiple people are involved in the murder, then literally anyone could have done it, and Floyd's just probably like a red herring in my head. But in any case, what's actually our objective? We've got to investigate the blackmail. Well, and of course the murder. Duh. Is the body just been sleeping in the study this whole time? Oh. People are a bit scared about the place. Huh, interesting. Hi Fluffy, bye Fluffy. Thanks for, making an appearance. Gotta love our cat. Well, in any case, I'm gonna end it here to start a new chapter. And I don't know how much more of the game is left. I feel like it's still gonna be a good chunk of trying to solve who did what. We also want to try and confirm if Danganronpa happened and someone else died during the night, but I don't think there'll be another murder. So yeah, with all said and done, I'm going to end the stream here. I'm glad, I hope you've all been enjoying this. I have definitely been enjoying it. It's been great fun. I've been gone for nearly 4 hours, fucking hell. It's nearly 1 AM. Huh. No problem, Sam. Glad you had fun enjoying the stream. I definitely will be picking more of this up. I'm definitely curious to see how it's all going to be ending. And of course I'm also doing Silent Hill 3, which will definitely be my next personal stream. I'm not sure when I'm going to stream again. Sometime, I want to say early in the week. But weekdays I tend to not stream as long because I'm working. Friday nights are perfectly fine because obviously it's Saturday tomorrow. I can stay up as long as I want. But I believe Ainsley's going to stream tomorrow, and I think we're going to do another Lich and Witch on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be streaming for on either day yet. So, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, for now, I'm going to be ending the stream here. Glad you all had a glorious time. I'll see you next time we do some Poirot. So until then, bye everyone. Ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta.